Hello, this is Colio playing Dominion 4. I've actually taken a break since the last video to kind of build up the army, and this kind of happened while I was doing that. Astaroth, the god of Bandar Log, has been permanently vanquished. At the end, he did not rule a single province, and he now has nowhere to return. So what happened there was that it looks like the Atlanteans finally were able to siege this castle and take it. So I've built up my army. I've got a couple new things here, and we'll get to see them in battle. I think it's the best place to show them off. And we'll just get right into that, actually. No sense to waste any more time. This is the last throne we need. We're going to have to take out their defense, whatever they've got inside of here, probably quite a bit, and then siege their castle. So let's get to that. I don't think there's anything else I want to do, so I'm going to end turn. I don't expect taking the province to be that difficult, but taking the castle surely will be. Unless they do something stupid like move all their troops out. So, Shagath Washa, the Coral Queen, has claimed the inner throne. So, they just gained that castle and she claimed that throne. Sadly for her, I am already here. There was a battle in Abyss, so this is it. Let's see our army. Okay, well first let's look at what they got. And they just got, it looks like their province defense. They had nobody on patrol to defend this. So I'm going to just go through real quick and look at what I've added to this army. Really, while I was waiting for our two logistics commanders to transport troops around, I did some summoning with our mages. Got a big group of lions. Back here in the back, these look like kind of Greek warrior women. They have they're called kidnids. Not really seen them. We got some horned serpents, kind of mix in with our sacred serpents. Over here we got some crocodiles and some mandragoras, human skeleton reanimated by living vines and roots. Its vines strike like whips, and their touch can make men fall asleep. Kind of unusual. A lot of undead units in here. Tons of archers, of course. Some of them are seasoned from before. We got some trolls sitting in the back here. They're regenerative, susceptible to fire. And some ogres standing up in the front. And some deer, just randomly deer. Herbivore. It can defend itself with its antlers, but prefers flight from fight. Yeah, I guess that was one of my spells, just gave me a couple of them. I don't expect much from that. Here in the back we've got Leogryphs. So these are like kind of like griffins, but without the wings. A Leogryph is a mythical half-beast, part lion, part eagle. It is considered by some scholars to be a degenerate from the griffin, a form of the griffin. They are only slightly stronger than lions, but their mythological heritage makes them more resistant to magic. We've got a couple wolves in the back, along with sea dogs and goats. Okay. Another weak animal unit. Some big toads up front. That's pretty cool. Lots of hit points. Not very tanky. They can be blessed, apparently. Or they have been blessed. I don't think they're divine. Poison resistant cold-blooded's always nice. And they got trample. It's pretty neat. Poison cloud. Undisciplined. All these, and poison skin. All these animal units are, a good majority of them are undisciplined and you can't control them in battle. Got a hawk here. Black hawk. Couple ghosts. They're trained to go straight for the leaders. A big golem crusher right in the middle. I think he's great for sieges. Maybe. Actually, he might have no effect whatsoever on a siege. He's just a big dude with a lot of health, ready to run around and stomp on people. Got some shades here next to our benevolent leader. There's all our soldiers in the back. Of course, we know Lugal, ready to bring out the blessings. We do have a leader for Kamordet, the Mound King. He's an undead mounted troop, and he leads our undead forces, which are mostly located in the top here. We've got some swamp drakes, very fitting for us, poison barbs. Undisciplined though, they're kind of a dumb unit. Some lamia, very interesting. They can shape change into black serpents. We'll get to see that if they ever take a hit and don't die from it. Other than that, there's a couple of lifeless, soulless, very weak undead, along with long dead, also very weak. A couple more of these Greek women in the back, and lots of our mages, and of course our typical troops we've been seeing up to this point. So, without further ado, let's watch them stomp across this field and take the battle to the throne. Oh, that hawk? Yeah, he can fly, so he flew right into the battlefield and died immediately. Lions up in the front. Tons of banishments coming out against our undead. Kind of unfortunate that we have to go through this fight before we get into the big one. But I think we got more than enough troops this time around. The banishes don't seem to be doing a ton of damage, but it is the best way to take out an undead army. It's all these guys back here, priest. Looks like they might get one more round of banishments off, or they'll run away. Probably a smarter decision. The more we kill, the better. Okay, a couple extra. The lions are doing work. Oh, but tons of poison damage there. Yeah, we are poisoning pretty much anything that's not poison resistance, just because that's the way our army works. Unexpected event in Menace. A lot of things I'm not very interested in. The entrance to the fortification of Abyss has been breached already. Our army was big enough. We got there and we just ripped our way right through their castle. So we're ready to go in. Let's get to it. Storm the castle. I think our army's pretty well set up. I didn't check the actual aftermath of that battle, so let's do that real quick. We lost 77 units. A lot of the weak animals and stuff. Nothing too consequential. A lot of undead actually died. Made up that number. Not too bad. We went in there with 795 units. And they lost a ton, so... Okay, we're gonna storm the castle and end the turn. Let's see how well this storming goes. They might have a lot of forces in here. Then again, it could be another disappointment to where they've taken everything out. But somebody was here to claim the throne. So I expect something decent to be remaining. It's taking a while to calculate. What time is it now? It's 4:30 a.m. For anybody following along. We've been researching this whole time. Not very interested in that. Looks like we were attacked just before going in. This is pretty typical of these sieges. Let's see what they brought to attack us. A bunch of troops. I'm not going to bother to sit through this one. I'm just going to see what they were able to accomplish. Well, they got themselves killed, that's for sure, but they took out a lot of our elite warriors and a couple scragglers, another 66 before we got to storm the castle, which this is the real fight that I want to get involved with. I don't think this fort is very well defended, especially how easily we got into it. Yeah, basic fortification. They don't have much here, though there are some interesting looking enemies. They have, we've seen these claymmen before, but in the middle, gelatinous cubes. The gelatinous cube is a strange entity created from water and vitriol. The vitriolic water is given form and purpose through powerful alchemical rituals. The entity slowly slides forward and swallows anything it passes over. Swallowed beings quickly dissolve into the vitriol, unless the cube is destroyed and its magic unraveled. I think this is like a trample enemy, yeah. Pretty dangerous. Acid splash, swallow, untrample. What a cool things here. Trample victims that fail to evade the trample will be swallowed whole by this monster. Not a really this could be a tough enemy, but no protection on it. They're dangerous on their first turn, but I think we'll kill them on the second turn. Yeah, they didn't have a lot here. It's a little unfortunate. I don't expect we'll lose this at all. Let's just power through it. Our last battle, most likely, of our series in Dominions 4. Take a couple screenshots. Maybe I'll use one as a thumbnail. I think I've had bigger, more epic battles than this. Though our army has definitely never been bigger. But the other side's army has been a little more decent than this. And there you see the walls coming into play, thinning us down into a small stream of people. Oh my. They are doing some damage with that magic. Tons of banishments. I guess the undead do have a good effect of taking up their priest from doing anything else. They have to spend a ton of time and resources getting rid of all these summon units. It's funny the ghosts haven't got in yet. Yeah, see, the ghost can pass right through the walls, making them really good in these kind of battles. There we go. I think this one up here is their prophet. Or maybe it's the one that we're about to kill down here. I don't know. Wherever they were, they're probably dead now. And they're on the retreat. The armies of Atlantis were routed. We lost none of our important people. 171 troops it took. They lost everything. Some gold. Nice. Okay, and with that, we've claimed our third throne. If I set everything up right, I would really hate to have to come down there and claim that one, but I think this is our last one. And Lugal is going to go ahead and, I don't know, we'll let Bomani do it. He's the one that's ascending to godhood after all. Claim the throne of accession. Okay, I can't talk anymore. It's been too long. I've been up for a while. Bomani, become the new god. I believed you could do it this whole time. Here we go. Bomani has claimed the inner throne. Our undefended province was captured. Oh, whatever. Unexpected events. And victory! There we go, that's the important one. You reign supreme. You are the Pantocrator. Your enemies are cast down, broken, dead, enslaved, or imprisoned. You are the sole author of fate. You summon the tides, dictate the seasons, give or withhold fortune and life, light up the sun at dawn and quench its fires at dusk. All move according to your will. Endless eons pass, but then at some unknowable time, there is a change. Something stirs in the void. You perceive something reminiscent of ancient longings and doubts you thought forgotten, perhaps suggested of a sight unseen or a tune unheard. What is this thing, this longing, this faraway fleeting enigma? You lift your presence from the world, ascend from the thrones, and rush into the void, racing after that receding, beckoning something. Borne on wings of absolute authority, you race further and further away, chasing that sole thing which you do not understand. Still further away, leaving the world behind you as it becomes a fleeting memory, a distant dream, a tune unheard, a sight unseen. Down on the world you left behind, old servants and enemies feel their chains loosen. Doors thought forever shut are slowly creeping open. Ancient things long thought dead stir. The thrones sit empty, but hungry eyes have turned their gaze upon them, sensing a new dawn. And that is the end. We became the Pantocrator, and we promptly fucked off after a while, and we're making room for the next War of Ascension. But for a long period there, the lizard folk of the Satis reigned supreme, and that's what we sought to accomplish. As well as Bomani becoming a true god. I think that's just it. It says victory, and then I think we can continue eradicating the enemy, but that was the victory we sought. There we go. Rejoice, Bomani, god of Satis, king of kings, king of the soil. Beverage has ascended. Beverage? View Scoregrass. Oh yeah, okay, let's do that right there in the end. So, good way to end this off. We'll start with the provinces. So, we looked at this about halfway through at one point. But coming through wherever we were, clearly when we decided to stop turtling for so long, we started just taking from the monkey people as hard as possible. And the Atlanteans seem to have taken advantage of that, coming in and taking a bit, but we just continued to climb until we won. Forts, we continued building forts like crazy there in the end, and capturing forts. Our income, steady increase, a lot of rising and falling here, but then really picking up towards the end. The Atlanteans remained pretty constant throughout the whole thing, and of course our rise was not good for Bandalar. Gem income. Yeah, again, I kind of stopped searching for magic sites partway through, but our research, it was a pretty steady curve all the way up, wasn't it? And we were actually getting beat for, well, we overtook them for a little while and then lost it, and they caught up, and then boom. Dominion. So our spread of Dominion, I think we stayed pretty well on top, and I'm pretty proud of that. I think we had, it wasn't due to our temples, more due to just how persuasive our god was. He held it for quite a while, and then we took a good advantage, and we started losing it. I think this is when we started fighting and losing a couple major battles, but then picking it back up. And yeah, army size, no, the Bangalore, it's Bangalog. I keep calling it the wrong thing, but the monkeys, they climb really hard, and I wonder what actually happened here. It looks like the Atlanteans and the monkeys really clashed hard at some point in here before I decided to start attacking. And they could have been way up here before I actually got in on the action. And I think this is when I really launched my attack, and I lost a lot of troops in the process. Knocked us down way down. It took us a long time in this game to actually overtake the Bangalog. But that being said, this is still just army size, so a lot of useless units compared to a lot of quality units make us a big difference too. I think Atlanteans did pretty good holding on through there. You can see all the major battles that we went through. Pretty cool. We'll exit. Okay, so oops, I had a little hiccup in the recording, but anyway, I think I was just closing off anyway. That ends my Dominions 4 playthrough. Thanks for watching. I might do another one later, but that was quite a long game. Especially for the size I did, making it as small as possible. I think I've been playing all night long, and I don't get a lot of time to play now. I do plan on picking up on Suikoden as soon as I get home and doing maybe a few more drawing videos. But I just wanted to put something on the channel to, you know, so it doesn't completely die. That's mainly the purpose of this. And Dominions is kind of a fun game. I kind of play it on my own. So, you know, why not record it? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Later.